Hey everyone! You've probably heard the wild predictions. By 2030, there will be over 25 billion connected devices. We're talking about everything from cars and cameras to factory sensors and smartwatches. But here's the unvarnished truth: most of those devices won't need the heavyweight power of a 5 smartphone. They just need to be efficient, low cost, and always connected. That's where 3 quiet revolutions are changing the game: RedCap, eSIM, and iSIM. Today, we're going to unpack what these technologies are, how they work, and why they are the foundation for the next massive wave of the Internet of Things. So, let us start with the big problem: how do you connect billions of no-IoT devices every year? Our traditional mobile tech, the kind in our phones, just wasn't built for this. A smartphone has a powerful chip, a big battery, and expensive radios. But an IoT device, a sensor in a factory, a parking meter, or a smart water meter has completely different needs. It needs a battery that can last 5, even 10 years. It needs to be small, cheap, and only sends tiny bits of data. Trying to connect these devices with full-blown 5G is like using a jet engine to power a bicycle. It's overkill and way too expensive. This is exactly why the industry started creating specialized, slimmed-down versions of 5 just for IoT. First up, let's talk about 5 RedCap. RedCap stands for Reduced Capability 5G. Think of it as a simplified version of 5G, designed to bridge the gap between low-power networks like IoT and high-end devices like your phone. It's the middle child of 5. It doesn't chase mind-bending speeds or near-zero latency. Instead, its goals are simplicity, efficiency, and lower cost. So what makes it special? First, the hardware is much simpler. It uses fewer antennas, 1 or 2 instead of 4, and operates on less bandwidth. This makes the modules smaller, cheaper, and way more power efficient. It's perfect for battery-powered devices. And while it's not as fast as full 5, it still offers lower latency than older technologies, which is crucial for industrial applications. So where will you see RedCap? Think industrial sensors and robots that need reliable wireless control, wearables like smart glasses or health monitors, surveillance cameras, and point-of-sale terminals. Even in connected vehicles, for sending telemetry data, major players like Ericsson, Qualcomm, and Nokia have already shown that RedCap devices can achieve multi-year battery life while still delivering solid, megabit-level performance. That's more than enough for most IoT jobs. Okay, so we have a cost-effective way to connect these devices. But what about managing billions of them across different countries and mobile carriers? That's where eSIM comes in. Instead of that little plastic SIM card you have to pop into a tray, an eSIM is a tiny chip that's soldered directly onto the device's circuit board. And here's the magic: it's programmable. You can remotely load, update, or even switch your mobile carrier profile right over there. Why is this a huge deal for IoT? Imagine you're a logistics company with thousands of sensors tracking packages across Europe and Asia. Instead of a logistical nightmare of swapping out physical SIM cards at every border, your devices can automatically switch to a local partner network, all managed remotely from a single dashboard. For device makers, this means they can create one product, one SKU, and sell it anywhere in the world. For the end user, it means fewer physical parts that can fail. No more flimsy SIM trays. Apple made eSIM mainstream in phones, but its real, world-changing impact will be in IoT. We're talking smart meters, fleet trackers, and agricultural sensors that can be deployed and then left alone for years. Now, let's take this one step further. What if you could get rid of the separate SIM chip altogether? That's the promise of iSIM, or integrated SIM. With a SIM, the entire SIM function is built directly into the device's main brain, the system on a chip, or SoC. The cellular modem, the processor, and the secure SIM element are all combined into one single piece of silicon. This is a massive shift. Why is a SIM such a game changer? First, it lowers costs by eliminating a separate component. Second, it reduces power consumption because all the hardware resources are shared more efficiently. And third, it makes devices even smaller, which is perfect for tiny sensors or wearables. And it still keeps all the remote management and security benefits of an eSIM. According to trials by Qualcomm and Vodafone, eSIM can cut module costs by up to 30% and reduce energy use by nearly 20%. For manufacturers, this is a dream, a single, tiny chip that handles computing, security, and global connectivity. Now, let's put it all together. Picture this powerful combination. RedCap provides simplified, power-efficient 5G connectivity, and eSIM or eSIM provides flexible, global network access that can be managed from anywhere. Together, they form the backbone for truly scalable IoT. Think about a smart water meter with a RedCap module and an iSIM inside. It can be installed in a remote field and connect automatically to the best available network. It can be powered by a small battery for a decade. All updates and management happen over there without ever sending a technician. This is how you connect massive fleets of devices without the chaos of manual SIM management or the expense of overpowered hardware. And this isn't just theory. It's already happening. Vodafone and Qualcomm ran the first commercial iSIM trial, proving it works in the real world. Ericsson and MediaTek have demoed RedCap modules for industrial settings. AT&T is using eSIM platforms to manage millions of connected cars and logistics devices. And China Mobile is already deploying RedCap on its network to support smart manufacturing. Of course, the road ahead still has a few bumps. The ecosystem for RedCap chips and modules is still growing. Mobile operators need to finish upgrading their networks to support it, and securely managing millions of eSIM profiles is a complex task, but the industry is actively solving these challenges. The GSMA is releasing new standards to make large-scale IoT deployments much smoother. So here's the bigger picture. The Internet of Things is moving far beyond smart speakers in our living rooms. It's becoming the nervous system for intelligent cities, autonomous supply chains, precision agriculture, and the factories of the future. To build that future, we need connectivity that is simple to deploy, incredibly power efficient, and can scale to billions of devices. That is exactly what RedCap, eSIM, and iSIM deliver. In just a few years, most of the connected devices you encounter won't have a visible SIM card slot. They will be born connected, stay connected, and operate for years, all without a human hand ever needing to touch them. That's how we get from millions of connected devices to billions. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the technology that's shaping our world. And if you work in the IoT or telecom space, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what challenges you're facing with these new technologies. Thanks for watching.